Alex, you might know that I live next to some frat boys.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Who,
bunch
Mike? Mitch?
Sure. I think that's all their names, yeah.
Clem?
Clarence Boddicker, maybe? Yeah.
Hink? Yeah.
Scrib.
Oh, Peck.
No, wait, that's your thing.
Sorry.
Anyway, they are very good at leaving the garbage can out all week.
Awesome.
Just like, just leaving it there. Just letting it stay there the whole week. Pretty much on the entire row of houses. They're the only ones who just leave it out because they're dumb assholes. They don't know. So anyway, one day, as I was putting our garbage cans back in the garage, which you just let me know your dad pronounces it that way.
That's true. He says garage.
Big ups to Paul. So as I was moving our can in, theirs was wide open because the trash men like to do that, or women.
Okay, trash professionals.
Yes, that's correct. I'm sorry. So I just happened to peek inside their large recycling bin, and I see some papers down at the bottom. And they're a bit wet, but I could see what one of them said, and it was just like a pile of papers. It was like printouts and stuff. And so as it turned out, one of them, the topmost paper that I could read the most legibly, was this guy's like frat diary.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I listen, I have no idea how fraternities work, really. I'm way past any of that stuff. But apparently this guy just wrote out like a journal entry on like as a double-spaced paper, so I don't know if he was turning it in or what, but yeah, so I have the opening page here.
Oh,
I'd read
wow.
it.
Wait, you've retrieved the page?
I did not retrieve it. I did take a picture of it.
You snapped a photograph.
I snapped a photo and edited it so that I was, high contrast enough where I could read it.
Okay, good.
I mean, this guy laid it out just like he would a term paper or something, so it's really funny.
Okay.
I will protect his name. I will protect the name of the innocent. Let's just call him Alex Fraioli.
Hey, wait a minute.
So
that's
signed...
a name that already exists.
Well, no shit. It has to exist somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Wait a minute.
O'clock somewhere.
It's not really true because it would be 5:53 somewhere.
Anyway, it's signed Alex Fraioli, Beta Chapter, Alpha Epsilon, Overlord / Vigilance / Outlaw / Lethal. I don't know. I have no idea.
Great.
Is this his crest? I have no fucking clue. December 1st, journal number 26. Oh, and by the way, this will end abruptly because it's only the first page. So.
Oh, right.
But it does end, so let me just start off here. When we first started this meeting, at first I thought it would be a chill and easy meeting. Little did I know that there was something in store for us. I had to rush to gather everything before the meeting because I was too busy focusing on my homework and a quiz that I had to take to help get my grades up. When we first started, we got to present our murals that we created. It was cool seeing everyone's mural and what they chose to put on theirs. And it was also interesting to see what quote everybody chose to use because it showed what type of person that they were. You can chime in if you feel like it, by the way.
I don't know what to say. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Okay. Well, there's a mural involved. We know this much. Okay, continuing. For mine, I had 2 angels at the top, which represented my grandpa that just passed away recently. And the other represented my cousin that I also put in my omegas. Apostrophe S on that. I also included an 8-ball because it represented my family because my parents had 8 kids. There was also green at the bottom of my mural because the color green represented money, and that was something my family has struggled with for years and still facing it right now. I also have a capital R because every one of my siblings' names start with an R. It was also red because some of my family is affiliated in a gang, and OGs wore red. Next to the 8-ball on the right, there was a graduation cap and a weed leaf. The grad cap showed that I graduated from and did something my dad didn't do. The weed leaf resembled me in high school because that was what got me in trouble the most during my high school years. And that's the end.
All right. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
That's, now, my main question here is what is the point of writing this? I don't think it was for any sort of school assignment. Is it for some sort of internal frat assignment where
I would assume.
The bro grand wizard is like, hey, write up what you felt during the last meeting and then submit it to me.
I imagine so. From my limited understanding of fraternities, some of them do try and like organize themselves a bit and try and like, put on airs that they're actually doing something or contributing something to the enrichment of the members.
Okay.
So I think that might be a part of it. Either way, apparently this mural assignment was part of it. Maybe not the journal necessarily, but that was a funny little experience I had and explained quite a lot about what goes on next door.
Yeah, really. Did you get a shot of the mural? Where's the mural?
I didn't see any mural. No.
Okay.
There were some other papers underneath all the wet garbage mess, but I wasn't going to touch any of it.
Why not? Can you go and do that right now?
This was weeks ago, so no.
Shit.
I might actually have to go to the landfill and do like an ET type of excavation.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'll do that just for the purposes of comedy on our low rent podcast, though.
Oh, hey, this is mid-rent.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean,
well, okay.
we're two
about
mid-rent guys, but yeah.
Do you remember when? The 7-Eleven next to the Never Not Funny studio they changed their sign, so they just got everybody in the studio during an episode to go over and ask, "Hey, what's up with the sign?"
yes.
I need for the purpose of the show. I need you to go over there and record yourself and say, "Hi, I'm Ray from the Bellingham chapter. I'm supposed to stay with you for the weekend." I need you to get in deep on this.
Okay. I will also put on my hoodie and or fake varsity sweater.
Yes.
My Castleton sweater.
Yes, the Castlevania sweater.
Okay, that was a...
Oh.
Yeah. No.
All right.
No and.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That's just another bit of... another bit of fun from my neck of the woods.
Pretty good.
Any frats where you're from?
No, I'm still kind of reeling from the fact that guy has the same name as me.
Okay, I will let you in on this. I was protecting the name, but his name was actually the same as mine.
What? Ray Barnholt?
No, first name.
Oh, Raymond?
Yeah.
Raymond Carver.
No, we're going to leave it there and continue with the rest of the show.
Wait a minute. Ray... who are some famous Rays? Shut up. Name some famous Rays.
Don't say the pizza. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, you stumbled onto another episode of No More Whoppers. My name is Ray Barnholt, somebody who hasn't written the nicknames for this episode yet. And with me, as always, Flux Man, Alex Fraioli.
Look at me bend!
Yeah, Mega Man 12, coming soon.
Check it out. I got elbows. I got knees. I got all these joints.
Oh, actually, I said Flux.
Oh, I said Flex.
You know what? That's easy. It's easy. Either one.
I mean, I like to play the... What?
Why?
I like to play the card game Flux. Does that count?
Sure, yeah.
All right, awesome.
You remember the old magazine Flux?
No.
It was like an alternative lifestyle thing. It was like, it was basically made for like 13-year-old boys, but it was about like comics and movies and games and stuff, but with like a harder edge. So like, it was a bit more, misogynist and such.
Oh, great.
But sometimes they would like review anime and things. I remember they did a review of Pac-Man 2, the video game. You may have heard of it.
Oh, no.
And no, this was funny, actually. The subhead was Tupac. So, yeah. And I had no idea who that was a reference to at the time.
Of course.
But it stuck with me.
Okay.
It stuck with me.
It seems like it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are some other fun magazines we used to read?
Better Homes and Gardens.
There you go. Better Homes Than Yours. I seem to remember, like, Do you remember when you would have to wait in like a dentist or a doctor's waiting room, and there was only magazines for adults and magazines for kids who are way younger than you, like highlights?
Yeah, no in between.
There's nothing in between. So it's like, I guess I'll do highlights.
That's what I'm saying. You should have had this Flux in there.
It's fun with a purpose. Yeah, get Flux in there.
Or just be like, was it Tim Watley who had the Playboys in there?
I don't remember.
On Seinfeld?
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Penthouse, I believe.
Okay, Penthouse, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe both.
It's a
smorgasbord.
Yes.
I go to the dentist this weekend, by the way. But enough about me. Alex, how have you been?
It's been a roller coaster for the past couple of months.
Okay.
A lot of things have been going on.
That's true.
I'll get into that shortly. I'm going to make that segment one is the big sad thing to talk about. Before that, some innocuous news. This morning, Riri and I went out. We had to go to the pension office. I'll talk about that later. But we stopped at Burger King for lunch.
All right. Oh, yes. We know about that place, don't we?
That's right. I tried out their. They have a new Whopper. It is called the Snow Cheese Whopper.
Okie dokie.
Disappointed it's not called Snow More Whopper.
Yeah, that's the. This episode title is going to be.
And that is a firm do not recommend.
Okay, so what's snowy about it?
It's pretty gross. It's just.
Hold on. Huh. Is it related to Tintin?
No, what?
His dog was named Snowy. That was just me.
Oh, sorry.
Playing off what I just said there.
Okay,
for humor.
It's been a while. I'm not up on my Tintin trivia.
Okay, you're forgiven for now.
It's basically just a Whopper, but instead of cheese, it has mayonnaise and what looks like shredded mozzarella or shredded parm.
All right.
Which sounds okay, but
can't you tell the difference? You're Italian.
But it's all gross, like processed. I can't tell what it is.
All right, fine.
But the weird thing is that it's Italian. Like when it is Italian. Costanza, that's an Italian name. It's when you put cheese on a burger, it's usually with the aim of melting the cheese, right? You put it on a hot patty, it melts the cheese. It goes great. It tastes fantastic.
Yeah, ideally, yeah. That's how we do it in this country. This
was room temperature, firm ass shredded cheese, and it was weird. Like it's like cheese that you would sprinkle on a taco. It's well, not an authentic taco, but you know what I mean. It's
sure.
just it was not good. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just very blah.
So I can see where they got the snow part from.
Yes.
Was anything else was it wintry themed? Because we are in the midst of winter.
I snapped a picture of
one of Japan's 4 seasons, by the way.
Right, that's true. Yes. I snapped a picture of the poster outside the store, which I think I will just make the picture for this episode.
Great.
It's this beautifully crafted Whopper sitting on a table outside with snowy trees in the background.
Oh my God.
I believe it is actually snowing, but apparently there's a cover over this Whopper because it's not getting snow on it. And there's like different cheeses next to the Whopper as if they've come to give homage to Whopper Sama.
Yes.
Right. You're familiar with the 3 kings visiting our Lord Jesus Christ on the night of his birth.
Of course, and the 2 princes.
It's much like that because there are 3 cheeses here, and I just assume they brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Cool. Yeah.
I also took a series of pictures of me eating the thing, and it just does not look palatable. I'll post those on Twitter later.
Yeah, go ahead, because we have a great track record of pictures of us eating things at Burger King as well.
Well, I'm not in the pictures. It's just pictures of the burger. No, I'm sorry. It's pictures of the burger throughout the stages of consumption, by which I mean it succumbed to the elements.
Would you just leave it outside?
Is that what that means? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great.
Yeah, good times. Not worth it.
I mean, I got some stuff to talk about too.
Do it. Hit me.
All right. Well, I've been up to some stuff that our good friends at the ACCS recently banned.
Oh no. Video game bars?
No, I've been modding consoles.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
No, Game Leno?
No, that was the latest bullshit news that they did, was that they were, they finally outlawed, I guess, modding game consoles, and so all these, or not Aldi's, but the two like save game cheat devices that are on the market in Japan just completely disappeared.
Oh, fun.
So it's another bunch of copyright protection bullshit. But yes, back home where I am, I've been optimizing my retro consoles. So I talked about this, I believe, last time when I was getting all these RGB cables and stuff. But I've been moving up. I've been popping those consoles open and doing some soldering. I've been soldering. I've been popping some consoles, doing some soldering. Women be soldering.
My favorite Sinbad bit.
That's a good one. Let's use that on poster.
Yeah. Okay.
We do support girls and women in STEM.
Yes, in the soldering field.
So here's what I've been doing. I've been I did 2 PS1 mod chips. I've been backlight modding Game Boy Pockets. I did about 2 of those.
Oh shit! If I send you mine, yeah, how much would that cost? Because oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a Game Boy Pocket.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a fun little guy.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm still a novice, so I wouldn't let you trust in me.
Okay. You've sold me on not trusting you.
I wouldn't do it. This has been what's basically been a trail of tears because Game Boy Pocket modding is incredibly laborious and very sensitive, and I've fucked up many a one.
Oh dear.
And at great expense. But I'm dealing with it. It's going better.
All right.
Let's see. So I also did an RGB mod on my Famicom. That was much better. That's much smoother. That's a bit better. That I could do. Also did the same for my SNES Junior. I had one of those smaller SNESes. And,
I got one of those,
Yeah. I think so far that's about... Oh, yeah, I also soft-modded my Xbox, put a large hard drive in it. So now it's got a large library on there digitally. The original Xbox, mind you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's about it for now. So, yeah, I've been all in it. I've been learning soldering, obviously, and it's been fun. Bought all the proper equipment. And, yeah, this is retro gaming now.
All right.
Yeah.
My question is a lot of time and effort, and I assume money goes into you doing this. But I mean, once everything is said and done, do you actually play these things pretty often?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. All right.
Oh, you're funny.
So that's
I have tried that a bit. I've tried harder to do that. Yes, I mean.
Right? Like, what's the point of all this shit if you're not going to play them?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's an optimization thing as well. You know, I want to get these systems up to a level where they were never at before in my possession, you know? So now, I have these PS1s, and I love the PS1, especially the small one, the PSONE. And, having a mod chip in that, I had that for years, and all I had to do, swap discs and bullshit just to play Boku no Natsuyasumi every time,
Jesus.
Now I put a chip in it. That's all gone. Don't have to worry about any of that shit anymore. Just pop it in. There's Boku. Fresh as a daisy.
Hi, Ray. That was very Stimpy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'd love Billy West in that. That would be great.
Oh, man, Billy West is Boku?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay, hold on. But yeah. So, those type of things, and, having all those Xbox games on a hard drive and stuff, like, it's just convenient. It's better than having to pull all that shit out. And also, like, filling shelves full of games, things like that. And I can focus on, optimizing not just the systems, but also my collection as well. So I've basically been funding this by selling games continuously, games that I really don't... the ones that don't spark joy anymore. Let's say that. That's
right.
A topical thing to say.
BMX XXX, you sold that off.
Yes. On all platforms.
Wow.
Turns out, it wasn't as special as I thought. No, actually, funny enough, this is not BMX XXX, but I did buy the Namco Museum Encore with the collector box that fits all the Namco Museum games in it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I got it for cheap. You know, it was like $50 or something, and not like the $900 versions for the whole collections that they have on eBay. I just got, you know, the single game in the box, and so just the other day. It's cool. I'm glad. It's like another thing, like, it's not quite a bucket list thing, but it's a thing I had wanted for a while. It's just like, oh yeah, now I have it. It's cool. And it's a nice display piece. So there you go. So things like that as well. So, yeah, it's been fun. And I have been playing things. I do intend to play more PS1 RPGs, for example. Because I also had hacked the PlayStation Classic that I bought and put some games on there. And I was like, you know what? This has so many great games that I missed. And it is one of my favorite platforms. So, yeah. Let's see if I can actually play through one.
Well, good.
We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm still playing games, modern games, while exercising and stuff. So,
what are you playing in the modern realm?
I'm just about to finish Fists of the North Star: Lost Paradise, which is the from the Yakuza studio.
I wanted to play that.
Yeah, it's not as great as the Yakuza games. It does feel very B tier, like they got the B team for it, but it's good enough. And you know, as someone who only is a super casual, quote unquote fan of Fist of the North Star. Like, I don't get into it that much. I'm just like plowing through the story and not dealing with all the typical Yakuza type minigame stuff. But it's been okay. So now I'm wondering, what should I play after that as far as like, you know, PS4 stuff or modern stuff? I was thinking of Spider-Man maybe. I should start Spider-Man.
A good one.
Yeah. I got that for cheap anyway.
I ended up giving up on Spider-Man about a month ago because I finally hit a wall where I was really enjoying it, and then I hit a story mission that had just big enough of a difficulty spike where I'm like, I think I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I don't have the patience to learn this particular fight, and whatever. I had a good time with the game.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Except for, I don't remember if I complained about this before, but there's a part where a bunch of supervillains break out of the raft, the giant floating prison, and you're supposed to chase the Vulture or Electro or somebody around the prison so they don't escape. I don't know, fucking electrons. Yeah. But like, if you fail it, it starts you off at the beginning of the chase.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the dude for about 2 frames before he like goes around a corner, and if you miss him, like I did, you're just sitting there with your spider dick in your hands, not knowing what the fuck to do.
So you didn't even see him.
I didn't even see. I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? And I'm swinging around this building for a couple minutes, like, where is this idiot? And then it's this game over, and I'm just like, fuck you.
No, okay.
Yeah, so it restarted the fight, and I had to quickly angle the camera to the side to see. Oh, there he went.
That seems like a bit of an oversight.
It's not terribly well designed, but I think it's a point in the game's credit that's a rare occurrence. Usually, it's pretty clear about what it wants you to do.
Okay.
Which is my biggest pet peeve in modern gaming is when I have to scream at the TV, I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah, no.
See also Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, but you finished that, didn't you?
I gave up on the Leviathan fight.
Oh, really?
Because I ended up screaming at my TV, I don't know what you want me to do.
All right.
And I just like, fuck this game.
This is no.
Also, that's the point where the game goes onto rails, from what I've heard, and you can only go back to the open world by talking to a time traveling dog.
Yep, you go back in time to go back to the fun open world part, the road trip part.
Yeah, that's what's the word? Dumb?
Well, I mean, they let you do it.
Yeah, that's true. But why introduce a time travel mechanic just to let me access stuff?
Well, it's not like a dramatic moment where, oh my god, we're going back in time. It's just like, yeah, just talk to the dog. I mean, they just call it time travel because that's the best possible way they could shoehorn that in. Otherwise, you're just basically warping. Just fades in and out. Now I'm back on the map. Great.
Vanadale.
And you can go back and forth. Anyway, why am I defending that for 15?
Why don't they call it? Thank you. Why don't they just call it dog warping? Right? That's also. I'm pretty sure that's also a high-level move in Smash Brothers that pros learn how to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Smash Brothers. That was a fun week.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I unlock everybody, and I'm glad I don't have to play it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is that, we do have people who come over sometimes, and we do play games every once in a while, but these are people who are not gamers of not even like a fake Stripe. So they can only really handle more mindless stuff like Mario Party, which is great fun,
right.
I would say.
Oh, yeah.
And even like Diablo.
Sure.
So, 4-player Diablo is pretty good. And Mario Party. But, people who, you try to get them to play Smash Brothers, and it's just like, people got to learn it, and they have to learn, they're not used to fighting games. They got to know the intricacies, and, there's lots of mayhem on the screen all the time, so people just kind of tune out of it.
You know what? My favorite thing about people who have never played Smash Brothers is when that roster comes up, and it's what, like 75, 76 characters now?
Yeah, sure.
When that comes up, and they've never played it before, and they just go, "Who's the best? Who should I be? Tell me who the best one is."
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not. First of all, that's not how fighting games work.
No.
There's not just one best character.
Not.
Like, everything is balanced. Certain players or certain characters are better against other characters. Certain characters are worse against other characters. Like, just go with whatever the fuck you like.
Yeah.
There's no one best character, or else everyone would be that character.
But I mean, these same people, these friends of ours, they also enjoy Mario Kart. But that question doesn't come up in Mario Kart. People just sort of...
Oh, really?
They pick their favorite, but they don't worry about winning necessarily in that moment.
Class.
Yeah, they don't worry about it on the select screen. Yeah. So yeah,
well, I think that's because what?
Last point is that Mario Party is the complete opposite of all that, where it's just like every character is the same. It doesn't matter, just whoever you like, because they all play the same.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, nobody asks about that in Mario Kart because it's a racing game, and it's up to the player to hit left and right and gas and brake.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I'm just saying there's still winners and losers. But I mean,
right.
It doesn't seem to occur to people, who would be the best or whatever.
So yeah, after new people to Smash Brothers ask me who should I be, who's the best, and then I angrily rant at them, they do kind of give an exasperated sigh and say. They do kind of give an exasperated sigh and say, "Okay, sorry, who's the best for beginners?" And then I'm like, "Oh, he's Kirby. Just be Kirby." So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Or Bayonetta.
Pretty good.
How do you hold fucking pistols in your feet?
You don't. It's not a possible. Well, you can. Somebody sent
Alex
us a
also
video.
rants at the characters themselves. It's quite great fun.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, you said Kirby, by the way? Kirby you recommend? Okay, great.
I love being hairless. Oh, no. All right. Do you have any drops that could describe the Duck Hunt dog?
Let's see
you
here.
don't, do you?
I could. No. No, sorry.
Fuck.
How about
bark? I'm looking for the bark and I can't find it.
How about King K. Rool?
I'm a loaf.
I don't know.
He's not a loaf.
Well, he's big fat gut guy. That's loaf.
All right. Oh, here's a sound effect. Awesome.
Wow, it's like I'm playing it.
Oh, this one kind of describes King K. Rool.
Yes, that's better. Yeah.
Right? He's a big rotund boy.
I'll give you that.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
I like his theme a lot. I like the version of his theme they made for that game. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, with the another wonderful Japanese fighting game with an inscrutable rap in it.
Wait, what? You glitched out. I didn't hear what you said.
I said another Japanese fighting game with an inscrutable rap in it.
Oh yes. Wait, that does have a rap in it?
If you listen to King K. Rool's remix, yeah, a rap comes in.
I thought I listened to it, but apparently I haven't. Wait, we're talking about the one that's like it's like a big bombastic brass.
I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but yeah, there's one.
We may be talking about two different songs.
There's at least another one that.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put both of them in this episode, so there's that.
Okay, great. Oh boy,
awesome. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, at least we. You mean in the break, or?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm going to put them full length back to back right here.
Okay. That's.
No.
That'd be great, though.
Christ.
That is ideal amateur podcasting technique right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Just shove that right there.
Man, the one of the creepiest recordings I've ever heard on a podcast was I've been listening to the last podcast on the Left Show for about a year. I like that show a lot.
Sure.
And one of their bonus episodes, they played the entire.
Oh, you're a patron?
Sorry?
Are you a patron?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because you said bonus episode, because everything has a bonus episode.
But it was like it was. Sorry, what I mean is like I think it was like right before Thanksgiving or Christmas,
Okay.
so they just recorded like a 10-minute intro, and then they played this like 40-minute clip for the rest of the show.
All right,
and it was the Jamestown tape, the Jim Jones like suicide tape, and it's fucking intense. It's basically him giving a speech to a whole bunch of people, convincing them to kill themselves. And the creepiest thing about it was recorded over a cassette that contained like Motown hits, and you could still hear them very, very faintly in the background playing at half speed.
I see.
While he's giving a speech to this congregation about why they all have to kill themselves. Now, it's the one of the most fucked up things I've ever heard. It's very
kind of like that King K. Rool rap.
It's exactly like that. Then he started rapping. What was up with that? Hang on, I'm going to read an excerpt here from the Jim Jones rap. Have you ever gone over to a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? And then it trails off.
Hey, Tony's Italian restaurant.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Fantastic.
All right. I want to cap off segment 1 with my sad stuff here.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was a perfect segue, I guess.
Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah, please disregard my segues, people. So I kind of tweeted about this earlier. Some very, very sad news recently. A friend of mine's son passed away from, he said, complications of the flu. And this kid was 9, and it's completely fucked him up and me to a lesser extent, but still, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that like I'm still trying to process it. It still seems very surreal to me. I have some very somber, serious observations about the wake and the funeral, and I have some more lighthearted takes to balance those out. I'll start with the serious shit.
Okay, yeah.
We're rolling right in.
All righty.
Yeah, so I want to keep this kind of brief because I don't want to bring everybody down. But if you've never been to a child's funeral, it's one of the worst feelings I've ever had in my life. It's pretty awful, and I was holding it together pretty well the whole time until the very end when everybody lines up, and then you wait and you go up and you see a child in a box.
Oh my God.
And that's I kind of lost it there because it's like I'm not the kind of person who cries in public. I actually take a very Japanese stance towards my emotions where I do not show them ever.
No,
this is
intense.
Yeah, this is one of the first time since I've been like a child where I've just been like, oh Jesus Christ, I cannot keep it together right now.
Yeah.
It's really. It's indescribable. It's like your soul's getting punched in the gut. But to my friend's credit, he was keeping it together pretty well during the whole thing. He gave a very sweet speech in Japanese. He's British, by the way. His wife is Japanese.
Okay.
He gave a very sweet speech in Japanese. That it was basically it was sad, but it was also kind of sweet. It was he said. Boy, I really wanted to know what kind of girls he was going to date or what kind of girl he was going to marry. But now he doesn't have to worry about doing homework or cleaning the bath anymore, which is really sad, but also kind of sweet. The other super sad thing about it is I should mention this. I've mentioned this before on the show. There's a Japanese word, morai naki, which literally means infectious crying or tears that you receive. Basically, it means you see somebody crying and then you cry like as a response to that.
Yeah.
And there was like a chain reaction among his classmates that showed up at the funeral. And it's so the saddest thing is going to a child's funeral. The second saddest thing is watching all of his 9-year-old friends cry at that funeral.
Wow, that's just
it's like and like some of them don't like. Most of them know why. Like most of them know what's happening. Some of them don't. Some of them are too young to understand. They just like feel this general sad atmosphere, and they start crying as well. And it brings you down, brings you real down.
That is intense on top of intense. That's too much.
Yeah, it's It was also kind of neat to see. I ran into a bunch of people that I didn't. I thought that this friend had a falling out with or didn't talk to anymore. But everybody showed up for this. I was really surprised. I was kind of moved. Like it's
okay.
like this should not happen to anybody.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those drop everything sort of things. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We need to support the family right now.
Yeah. Okay. So some lighthearted counter. Wait, do you have any questions?
I don't have questions, but I was going to say, I went through similar things, recently because we talked about how my friend Andrew Fitch died, and it was just like,
oh right, yeah.
It was not that kind of ceremony at all, but it was just like one of those things where it's like, man, this is intense. I shouldn't have to be here, Yeah, it's one of those things where like everybody's a bit too young to be here. You know what I mean? And it's just terrible. And it was, that was because of cancer too, which is just extra shitty and worthless. But yeah, so I get it.
This was supposedly complications from the flu. So I've never taken the flu seriously in my life. I might start now.
That's a
the thing is, like,
good tip.
I
think so.
I seem to generally be pretty resistant to the flu. I think I've had it maybe 3 times in my whole life. I had it once as a child, once as a college student, and then once in Japan years and years ago. This was maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten like even plain sick in like 6 years.
Yeah, so. I will get a mild cold every winter, and that's it. Yeah. Oh boy.
So anyway,
some lighthearted counterbalance.
All right.
I was very self-conscious because I don't. I mean, it's Japanese tradition to wear a black suit to a funeral with a white shirt and a black tie. That's basically the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I do not own a black suit.
I see.
So I was very well, I did, but then the trousers kind of disintegrated. But I do have the
Did you split
jacket.
Your pants?
No, Mattingly just split his pants. I do have the suit jacket. Do I have it or do you have it?
No, it's me.
Oh,
Mattingly just split his pants.
There we go. Turns out I do have a pair of black pants. But it's not the same black as the jacket.
I see.
So I just wore them and hoped that nobody noticed because they're like, I mean, Raymond, you know color. You and I know color pretty well.
Yeah.
Color. I took. Thank you. You can do what you want to do. I took like an online color test to test your like color discrepancy or whatever the word is.
Okay,
I got a
blindness,
100%.
color blindness.
No, it's not color blindness.
Oh,
but apparently I have perfect color vision. So these 2 shades of black are jumping out at me as super obvious, and I'm terrified that people are going to notice.
Oh boy!
Guess what? Nobody gave a shit because everyone's busy mourning a child.
Of course. I was hoping you were going to say, I do have some black pants, but they do have a picture of Vegeta on the ass.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also want to say this is maybe you experienced this as well, but there's something about going to a funeral. We did a wake and a funeral. We did the wake on Friday and the funeral on Saturday,
mm-hmm.
and both times there is something that's very calming about Nobody is expected to actually like make small talk or anything like you usually do.
Yeah.
You're just expected to show up and have a sad look on your face and just don't talk. And it's simultaneously the saddest, the easiest and hardest events to attend because it's intensely sad, but it's also the social, like for someone like me or someone like us, the social requirements, the social pressure is minimal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just show up, look sad, don't talk, easy. Because I didn't know what to expect. I thought this was going to be a room of like 10 to 20 close friends and family. It was over 100 people.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah. We all filled in this big old church in Nagoya. It was a Catholic ceremony, and it was nice that you can. And I like the fact that there is no pressure to make small talk or anything at a funeral, so you can just kind of sit there and dwell, think on your own thoughts, and think about what's happening, and deal with your own shit, I guess is what I'm saying, right. At your own pace.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And obviously, I'm sorry for the family who has to basically been put through a grinder because of that. Like,
oh my God, yeah! Like his mom had to catch a last-minute flight from England to Japan, which I'm sure cost a lot.
Yeah.
The ceremony itself seemed very expensive. They still have a very sweet daughter, though, so I'm sure that kid is going to be spoiled to hell.
Yeah. That's,
but yeah, I hope they. I mean, that's the thing is that's not the kind of thing that you ever recover from.
Of course not.
So all you can say is like, I hope that they get back on track as much as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Okay.
It was a sad time. This is a show about fun. I like that you showed up wearing that clown nose.
Sure, no problem.
Inappropriate that you kept it on during my little speech there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just leave these things on. You never notice.
Give me that.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, this is awesome. That's pretty good. Fuck. All right. Ray, why don't we take a quick break and listen to some King K. Rool music?
All right.
And we'll be back with some stuff.
Roll that beautiful Rool footage. Did that work at all? No.
Yes. No. Yes.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Welcome to this show.
I did say all that right? Yeah. Sorry. It becomes muscle memory after a while. You never know.
Right.
Alex, I did mention how I was playing games and exercising and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've talked about that before on the show. So.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, I think. I'm almost
You're
cresting
doing well.
An even 20 pounds lost since I started.
Oh, nice. Holy shit. Okay.
In October, so
hey,
that's okay. Just keeping at it. It's been fun. Obviously, one of the great things that was kind of a goal, I guess, is that I put like 4 shirts back into the rotation because of that.
Whoa!
Because otherwise, they were a bit too tight around the middle.
Here, touch, golden boy.
Yeah. That's about it. That's about all I have to say about that.
Neato. One of the things I like when my weight kind of fluctuates. I usually tend to gain weight in the winter and lose it in the summer. And the nice thing about losing weight is not just having the weight that you lose from your midsection, but also losing your neck flab.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I hate the fact that like there's a tipping point where I'm just heavy enough that I'm like I move my head back a little bit, and it's like there's a couple more chins there that don't need to be there.
Yeah,
I just look schlubby. I don't like it.
Yeah, I've hated that. I've hated that forever. That's that's the main thing I don't like.
I remember the first time I ever was cognizant of the fact that I was gaining weight was I think my second year of college, when I was visiting home for Christmas, and I was just hanging out in the kitchen, and I had put on a lot of weight since I started college.
Yeah.
Mostly from the diet, and also just my metabolism was starting to slow down. And my grandfather looks at me and he just goes, "Hey, putting on a little weight there, Alex."
Jesus.
I was like, "What? No, really? Oh, fuck. My wife makes a gagoosh, it'll blow your mind." And then we shared a gagoosh. It was pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
And you grew and grew.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. When at the end of high school, I was humongous comparatively. And it was just like,
wow.
Oh my God. It was built upon from like my entire school career up to that point too. Like, I was not good maintenance. So that's why you will never see any photos from that period of time. Thank you and good night. Well, I mean, you've seen me at 18 years, not pounds. So I mean, that was basically the same period of time. Yeah, but it's going good.
Okay, well, good for you.
It's going okay.
I like that.
Could be better.
Keep it up.
Right, or down, as the case may be.
That's right. Keep the weight down. Keep your motivation up. Keep that boner sky high.
Yeah. Of course, I am, right now, like I said, playing that Fist of the North Star game, which is not super exciting, so the, I guess, relative want to do the exercise is not as strong as it was when I was, playing, Yakuza last time, or Dragon Quest.
Right.
Yeah. But it's almost over, and I'll move on to something better.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's
it. How's your fat ass?
Good.
Yes.
No, pretty fun. I like winter because I can just wear like long sleeve clothes and heavy sweaters that kind of effectively hide my thunder, which is always pretty good. And then as soon as the weather starts warming up, it's like I gotta start running. I gotta start lifting again because I can't hide under my clothes anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you do lifting, huh? You got some weights at home?
I covered this a few episodes ago.
Yeah,
I just have a couple of free weights under my bed just to prevent myself from getting baby arms.
Yeah. You did say that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's still very cold here, but at least we are past the vernal equinox, I believe. Was it? Is that the one we just had a few weeks ago?
Hey, Vernit's equinox, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Ernest goes to the solstice. And I think that means that the days are starting to get a little bit longer in terms of daylight.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
that's how that works?
Yeah, spring's coming up.
And that is, to me, that's the biggest motivator mentally because I leave for work anywhere between 5 and 5:30 p.m. And during the winter months, it's already dark by then.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But we're slowly getting to the point where, it's still a little bit light out. Oh, it's a little more light out. Which is great, and I love it, because nothing is more depressing than... it's just as depressing as if you went to work in the morning while it was still dark. It's that kind of... It's that feeling. It's like, I should be in bed right now.
Oh, Christ.
It is dark.
Yeah. I haven't really done that. I mean, sort of. I mean, I used to drive my mom to work at like 6 a.m. just so I could have the car later.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, 5 or 6 or something. It was...
Yeah.
tremendously awful. And again, in Washington, where it gets pretty cold in the winter. So not fun. But at least I could go home and watch the Japanese news at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, nice. News it is.
Yes, Fuji Super news.
What's happening in the news today?
Taiwan stalls on trade pact. I was just trying to think of an Asian country that was neighboring
Thank you.
Asian country.
Oh man,
It's like, what's above Japan? Oh yeah, water. Never mind. Let's go with Taiwan.
Oh jeez. Well, that's fun. So I made a little excursion this morning.
Yeah. Like, is this still about exercise, or are you just talking about a pilgrimage?
This is about well. I had to go down to the pension office.
I see. Oh, you're retired. Well, congratulations.
And let me stop you right there. It is exactly what you're thinking. It is it's a total blast. It's the greatest.
Oh yeah.
No, I got an angry letter from the pension office, which basically said some guys are coming.
What the? Okay, but why?
No. It was basically a summons. It said, "Hey, idiot, get over to the pension office and get on the system because you're not in the system."
Oh, I see.
And I realized, oh, that's right, I'm not in the system.
I see. So this is like Social Security?
Yeah.
Equivalent? Okay, yeah.
So I got set up with the pension system when I first came to Japan in 2006 to live. And I was paying into it with Nova, and then Nova went under. Did not pay into it as a freelancer, and then started paying into it again when I became an ALT. And then after I quit that job and opened the bar, I forgot to get back on it.
Yes.
And apparently, you're supposed to. And I think, or like in the case of private individuals, I don't know that they send these letters, because I certainly did. I didn't get an angry letter when I was working freelance. They just didn't give a shit. But
now you're a business
that,
owner.
Yeah, now that I represent a corporate entity, now they're like, "Hey, how about some of that money?"
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I don't know how to tell them I don't have any money.
Yeah.
But I have to. That's the thing about the pension is when you sign up, all your fees are based on your salary. So
yeah.
I just have to tell them, hey, guess what? My salary is stupid low because it is. And then I will not have to pay as much.
Yeah, exactly.
What really sucks is that I've been on private Japanese healthcare for the past few years, which is not very expensive. Yeah. But because I operate a company, now I must get on the corporate healthcare, which is a lot more expensive.
Wow.
For pretty much the same shit.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I need to... I'm going to have to, like, borrow some money from my dad or something, because I'm getting hit with all kinds of shit.
Really? So this is that... Okay, well, how expensive is this dumb thing, this pension thing?
I don't know. It depends on what I tell them my salary is.
Okay, yeah, I see.
I think it's supposed to be... I think each of them is 10% of your salary, so...
Gee.
I will have to, like, 20% of my salary is going to go to the government every month. And that's not even taxes. That's before taxes. It's so much bullshit. And then, Japanese corporate tax in Japan is up to 40%. So if I'm lucky, I can take home maybe 40% after that 60%. 20 plus 40.
Well, if you still want to start a business in America, well, have you?
It's becoming more and more tempting as the days go by.
Yeah.
Just because, like, Japan is nice, but it is very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, because of how little I make on my business, I don't have to pay the quarterly taxes.
Oh, nice.
And there's another thing that I can also opt out of, I think, on the municipal level, but I still have to pay the state LLC fee, which is a flat $800 every year, just because I have an LLC.
Fun.
And by the way, I know people would say, well, why don't you just start the company in Delaware or something? I've looked it up. Delaware still has a yearly fee.
Yeah.
Most states do, actually, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh.
If I'm trying to avoid it, it almost doesn't really matter. So.
What if you did it in Canada?
Why don't I just live there?
Well, yeah, it's not a bad
Why don't
idea.
I just marry it if I love it?
That's also looking nicer by the second.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of Canada, we had our friend Jason from Toronto visited the bar again over the past few days.
I see.
He's a fun gentleman.
Okay, which Jason?
Jason Young. He actually lives in Yokohama. He was just in Nagoya on business and decided to stop by.
Yokohama.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we haven't recorded in almost like a month and a half, 2 months.
Oh yeah, or that.
We also got visits from our dude John, who I believe lives in Osaka, and Zach, who lives in Seattle. And from what I hear, he runs the Space Needle apparently.
That seems like a stereotypical thing to say about somebody.
No, I think he literally has keys to the Space Needle.
Oh, I think you've mentioned this person. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
He's pretty good. It's really fun to hang out with all three of those guys, and it's always nice when folks visit the bar.
The keys to the Space Needle. And this baby hits 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, I just imagine him driving the Space Needle. There's a glitch. There's a glitch in FF7 where you can ride the rocket in Rocket Town around the map like a vehicle. That's what I imagine when he starts driving the Space Needle.
Well, don't talk about that glitch too much, or else the ACCS will get you.
Oh, no.
Don't talk about modding.
Yeah, you can talk about it, I'm sure.
Right. Well, it's if they find you doing it, I guess.
I've still only sold one game so far.
Oh, great! Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that last time. It was Xenogears.
Yeah. Did you frame that dollar like I?
It was Ichiman N, but I framed that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I need that real bad.
Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while. How was your Christmas?
Oh, that's right. Oh, it was good.
Okay.
I don't even remember. Ruri and I went out for hitsumabushi, which is a Nagoya specialty. It's just roasted eel on a bed of rice, and you're supposed to eat it in 3 stages. First, you eat it as it is. And then you spread some wasabi on it and you eat that. And then you pour tea into it and you mix it into a nice soup and then you drink that. It's really good.
Okay. I'm not so sure about the last part, but the rest of it sounds good.
It's actually really good. It's hot green tea. It's a nice, it makes for a nice little...
cooking tea?
No. No. It's just green tea.
All right, fine.
Come on, you guys got matcha flavored everything too, right? You got the ice
absolutely.
Cream. Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, it's great. Oh, but, okay, where was I?
My wife would probably love that, actually. So
it's delicious, yeah. Real quick, money things. Money's tight. Money's too tight for steak. But big ups to all my regular folks. Sure, steak. Big ups to all my regular folks who still come down all the time, specifically Paul and Gwen and Rachel and Tom and Seb and Matt and Matt and Matt.
Alex, you're repeating yourself.
No, these are just... There's so many Matts. Try faster, Matt. Matt's gaining.
Really?
Yes.
I know Japan has lots of Patricks.
Really?
Patrick seems to be a common. I've riffed on this before, but yeah.
I've only known one, and he went back to Australia.
Oh, well, fuck him then.
I do know. I think that the name I know the most in Japan is. I think it's a tie between James and Matt.
Maybe it's a Tokyo thing.
Who are also my 2 best friends back home, so I can't really complain about that.
Yeah, true. Maybe it's an Albany expression.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What'd you do for Christmas?
Stayed home.
Is that the end of that sentence?
Basically, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, no, we had people over, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, fun.
A couple friends who did not have their families around at the time. There's just a couple people, but yeah. We cooked and all that. Then my wife's friend was staying for 4 days or so over the New Year.
Nice.
So we went close to the Golden Gate Bridge on New Year's Day. And
close?
We were going to go to the actual base of it where they have a little park type place, but it was way too crowded.
Okay.
As it was, because it was a holiday. So we went to a second site and took some pictures. That was about it. And had lunch and went back.
Neato.
Yeah.
We did, for New Year's, we went down to, Riri went back to her hometown to spend New Year's Eve with her parents, and then I joined her on New Year's Day. Oh, I got to meet her grandparents for the first time. That was pretty fun.
I see, yes.
They're pretty cool folks. Her grandfather is a huge model train enthusiast.
Oh, dear.
and he was showing me his model train, and it was really cool. He's got like multi-level trains and tunnels and bridges and multi-track drifting and all that. It was pretty good.
I've seen your grandparents in cartoon form.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have. But New Year's Eve I spent in Osu. Osu's the big. People call it the Akihabara of Nagoya, but that's not entirely accurate. It is. It has a lot of electronic shops and stuff, but it's also got a lot of everything shops.
Yeah, I have a related thing I want to talk about from earlier, but yeah, go ahead. Finish.
It's basically the shopping district, the hammock district of Nagoya.
Yeah, of course.
And we did. It's also a great place to do New Year's because there's a giant temple down there, and temples are where you go for New Year's. Mm-hmm. And I hung out with a bunch of friends, and we just drank a lot and counted down and walked around. And then we went and hung out at the bar.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah. Sorry, what were we going to
say? You were just talking about shopping in Osu in Japan and stuff, and that made me think about my retro stuff. And like I said, I was kind of selling games, but I also fell into a weird little collecting trap, which was buying loose discs. Like Japanese, mostly PS1 and PS2 games that like caught my fancy and were like, 99 cents on eBay. So I would just like gather them up and just buy them in bunches. And
fun.
That's something I'm doing now.
Neat.
Yeah, it's weird.
That reminds me, I have a bunch of loose discs, a bunch of PS1 and Wii and PS2 games, and I don't know where to buy, because those are games that I also ostensibly have to sell now.
Ostensibly,
so, I need to find like cases to put them in, and I don't know where to buy those.
Well, do you want cases or like paper slips? Because I think stores will do both.
Yeah, stores. More often than not, I see the paper slips. I think that might be the way to go.
Yeah. I can tell you where to buy cases in America, at least, but...
well, then that's what I'm doing next time I'm over there.
All right. You have to order them from Uline or Uline, whatever that company is.
No, Uline.
Yeah, whatever. You can, I did this before. You can buy, DVD cases or jewel cases in, bulk boxes.
Okay.
And, they're just like the real thing, basically.
Oh, there's another thing. I need to get. I bought a bunch of PS3 and PS4 games off a dude recently, and he gave me an incredible deal because a lot of the cases are broken, but all the discs are still good.
Okay.
So where can I do I just go down to a used a secondhand shop and just buy the cheapest 100 yen PS3 PS4 games they have? Do I get baseball 2K17 and just throw it away and transfer the contents of the old game into the new case? Is there a place to buy PS3 and PS4 cases is what I'm saying?
You could do that. I mean, there's not a place to buy the authentic kind, I think, because most people will just basically salvage them and sell them in bulk, kind of. But even that's not a reliable and sort of mom and pop outfit. You could just buy Blu-ray size cases, which are the same size. Right.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't have they wouldn't have PlayStation logos on them or anything. But yeah,
because I did the transplant method with I sold I had a copy of Metal Gear Solid Integral signed by Kojima that I sold for the 311 the tsunami charity thing.
Yeah.
But that case was severely cracked, and I'm like, I can't sell this like this. So I just went down to the book off, found the cheapest game with the most pristine case, and it was this multi-disc PS1 game called Gadget.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was 100 yen, and it was in perfect condition. And I'm like, this will do nicely.
Really?
So I just took it home and very carefully just transplanted all of the contents of the games, and it worked great.
Yeah. And did you play Gadget?
No. I have it. I think I do have it at the bar, though. What is it?
It's one of those kind of kooky adventure games,
Okay.
From those type of guys from the multimedia days who would just make whatever wildest shit they could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like wild shit.
It's one of those. All right. I have another tangent, which is that in the midst of my gathering these things up, I also thought about collecting the PS1 books games, which were re-releases. In most of them in like the extra slim jewel cases, I guess to save money, but it was, when the PS1 first came out.
Yeah.
I'm really holding back on that because a lot of them are still weirdly expensive.
Oh.
Relative to like the regular edition of the game, or even like the best greatest hits edition of the game. So it's kind of dumb. Yeah. And like nothing has changed except like the front. I mean, yeah, the front cover basically. The discs are exactly the same. So, but they are kind of cute.
You're kind of cute.
Thanks. I've been watching the figure.
Oh, I can tell.
But yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just obsessing very mildly about PlayStation stuff now. So.
Good on you.
Great, thanks. Thanks for the encouragement.
Sony. That's
Magnet
a company,
Box.
Right? Yes. Panaphonics. All right. Well, that was a great segment too. I think we do. Do you want to just wipe out the rest of our game talk here, or do you want to save it for segment 3?
Wipe out? Sure.
Yes.
You
all
mean
right.
rub
Good.
out?
No, I mean like talk
jerk
about.
Off together. Let's do it.
Yes. Let's rub. Yes. Mutual discreet Jo.
I don't know. I mean, you did come out as bi recently. I don't know if you're into that with me or not, but
Well, that's first of all, that's more of like I want to make it clear that there's a scale, and that I'm not like in the middle of the scale.
Yeah, I know. Okay, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. I know the Kinsey scale.
Thank you. There you go. I'm like a what's the after 1, 2? There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes all kinds of fruits to make fruit cup.
All right. I know. Okay. One kid seems to love the Speedo Man.
Oh, fun.
Sorry, I had to.
Speaking of Speedo Man, I missed the rest.
Oh no!
What the fuck? Okay, sorry, that was really loud. Speaking of Speedo Man, I missed a wrestling event yesterday in Nagoya because I had to work.
Great.
My buddies Tom and Jason and Matt and Taylor went down to see some wrestling, and I missed it because I don't have I'm not afforded the luxury of paid vacation anymore.
Oh God, yeah.
I have as many. Yeah,
you're paid in general.
I have as many unpaid vacation days as I want, but that can be very dangerous. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
Get it?
I know
it's
you
fine.
like your wrestling now.
I do, and there's another event I think next month, but I think it's a Friday or Saturday, and that's even worse because those are my busiest nights. I have to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Who
I
are
think
these
you
people?
do. Do you still have people filling in for you sometimes?
Just my man Zan on Mondays.
Okay, so he's still your utility player.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is even if I asked him to cover for me on a Thursday to go see wrestling, I still have to pay him.
Yeah.
And that's a minimum 6,000 yen. And then I got to pay for the ticket on top of that, and I'm probably going to buy a t-shirt while I'm there. That's like an extra 4,000 yen.
Isn't running a business fun?
It's
Isn't
the worst.
It just an enriching part of any adult life?
It's not good. It's at the end of the day, I feel like it's worth it because I'm not really beholden to an employer, and I don't have to impress anybody except the people who are right in front of me, which is easier than talking to a boss.
Yeah.
I don't work well under other people, or as you have shown, with other people. It's it's not easy, you know.
Is that on me?
No. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Well, sometimes you might say otherwise. Sometimes,
because you remember, like my last podcast I did with the previous guy, we had a huge falling out. I didn't speak to him for like years and years.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, that guy's just such a fucking asshole. And then like you and I will have like equally heated arguments, and then I'm like, maybe it is me.
Wow. So I'm
no.
Wow, I'm actually encouraging in that way. That's
yes,
great.
you're helping me shine a light on my idiocy.
Wow.
Which I do appreciate.
I guess, yeah.
It's fun.
I didn't really know you went through moments like that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was always my fault.
No, it's just mostly your fault.
Okay, great.
All right,
I mean,
why don't we take a quick
okay.
break?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No,
Why
you
don't
can-
we take... No, you.
Why don't we take a break?
A quick break. Okay, and we'll be back. We're going to talk about... this is a Zombambo game came out recently.
Yeah, sure.
Good. All right, do it, Rockapella.
ビルの谷間の暗闇にキラリと光る光の目安らぎ捨てて全てを捨てて悪を追って空かける
Change the apart.
君はなぜ君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマン Spider-Man.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. It's Alex.
Hello.
Alex, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
I gotta go.
I'm not actually going to talk about Kingdom Hearts. However,
Okay.
do you remember some years back when we were talking about Hikaru Utada and how
Yes.
she got married to some Italian guy?
Yes.
Yeah, some Italian bartender. Wait a minute.
See.
No? No. Yeah, and how that was kind of weird and everything. It turns out I had no idea of this because this is how disconnected I am from any of this kind of crap. They were divorced like almost a year later or something.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. I had no idea. And apparently it was because this is the scuttlebutt was that he was kind of freeloading off of her.
Oh,
like
no.
he wasn't finding a job in Japan or wherever.
Was this like what's the fuck his name? K-Fed? Is this like a K-Fed situation?
Sure. Let's go with
Because
that.
I thought that was like the same thing where like he married Britney
K-Fed
Spears.
tried. I mean,
Kind of.
he tried. He had a rap single.
Right? What happened to Popozow? Remember that? I guarantee you, neither you nor anybody listening to this has heard that word in 10 years unless you're actually from Brazil.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, that's what they call Mr. Driller. I don't know where that came from. But yeah.
The world will look up at me and say, "Save us, Popozow," and I will say no.
Oh, so many things going through my mind right now. So many Photoshops I want to do. Anyway, I was astounded by this news and a bit sort of surprised at the dude, I guess, because he was like several years younger as well. He's like this kid who's basically, I guess, who was riding her coattails, but they had a child.
Oh, wow.
Which seems extra fucked up to me, especially for him, because, like, okay, you had a child, your wife is super famous and rich, you're doing jack shit, and now you're divorced, and now, like, what, you kind of have to, like, what, support the child in some way? Like, are you just estranged now? That's kind of extra fucked up, I think. You kind of, like, threw it all away, just because you were incompetent, allegedly.
Something I love about the phrase "incompetent allegedly."
Yeah. Again, this is all the rumor that I looked up like years later.
Okay,
but right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, I'm a big fan of Anna Makino's early Dragon Quest work in the 80s. And she, as we know, she moved down to Okinawa. She opened up a dance studio. She's training a lot of girls who were trying to get a job singing and dancing. She
Dragon Quest
married-
music specifically. Oh,
Yes,
sorry, go ahead.
of course. She married a guy who I think was a fellow dancer, or I think they worked together on something.
Okay.
And now that like she runs her own dance studio, he just stays home and takes care of the kid. Like that's his thing.
Yeah.
Like why couldn't what's his name? Flavio? What was her husband's name? Utada's husband's name?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Flavio.
Okay, yeah. Like, why couldn't he just stay home and take care of the kid and be the house husband and run all the errands? And because, like, she's off making millions of billions of dollars. Like, the least you could do is, spend time with your kid.
I mean, we may never know, of course, and this is all extreme speculation. So, but,
why not?
I mean,
sorry.
If what they say is true, then yeah, I mean, maybe that's just kind of what the expectation is when
I don't know.
You're in a marriage. Sure, it's an unusual marriage, depending on the status of the people, but you still have a relationship and you have expectations of the other person.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he was just like just fucking around in different ways,
I don't know. I will say I do have the name Flavio on the brain recently because there's a dude in my FF14 link shell whose real name is Flavio.
Okay.
And I think he's Italian.
Right.
But I do like to call him by a different name every time. Like, hey, Flavortown. Which I hope goes over well, but I'm usually kind of drunk when I'm playing FF14 anyway, so who knows. I don't know if I'm obnoxious or not. All signs point to most likely.
Did I tell you I'm Italian? Let me restate that.
I am aware of that. Mobsters laughing really
hard. Hikaru single, I guess.
Right. Oh, man, did you see her? She made a great tweet last year. Do you remember that about the library books?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. What was it? Yeah, she had overdue library books.
She just tweeted, fuck me, I forgot to return my library books.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
No caps. Totally into that.
Anyway, you know how Jimmy Pardo said he would leave his wife for Bernadette Peters?
Yes.
Yeah. I could do that.
Oh, for the Hikaru?
Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully my wife has stopped listening to the podcast now. She did for a while on the commute.
Oh, dear. Yeah. This is not good for,
She already didn't like it last time when I said I had a crush on her either.
Oh, no.
But I said it was a latent crush. I mean, it's just one of those underlying things that went for like 20 years. Oh. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
That's all. Did I tell you, in 2000 we went on a school trip to New York.
Yes.
And this was like in December, but I was like, one of the teachers with us, he was from that area, New York.
Right.
He was like, I'll take a couple of you on a little tour. Where do you want to go? And I said, well, I was already into Japanese music at the time. I knew about Hikaru Utada, and I knew she was going to college at Columbia in New York. I was like, let's just go to Columbia. And, so we walked into the front gates of Columbia, but it's like December 17th or something, or that week. Nobody's at this place.
Yeah.
There's not even like any chance I would see anybody, let alone Hikaru Utada. But,
yeah.
So I was like walking around there for like, maybe 5 minutes. Like, okay, we're good.
Oh.
That was fun.
You didn't see her?
Didn't see anybody, really.
Oh.
I think we went into what the hell is it called? Like a visitor center type place, but there wasn't really anybody around because it was winter break.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It was like December 17th in the middle of New York, That was
December 17th, 2000.
But I didn't let anyone know that was the reason I wanted to go there. But that was one of my many dumb little things that I used to do.
I did find it very suspicious that when you were in New York, you dropped your bags and an old woman helped you pick them up, and you told her, "You're very nice. Stay out of the city on September 11th."
Okay, yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Did you? That's one of those urban legends that's on Snopes all the time. Is like terrorist warns person to stay away after they help them. Like, no, they still want everyone to die.
No, I just walked up to an old lady and took her marble rye.
No, give me the marble rye, you old man.
Not that I love Jerry Seinfeld as a person, but that's one of his great bits of acting.
It is, yeah.
So yeah, I'm pathetic.
Okay, it's fine. We all are. We all are in our own way.
Yeah. There's like
Some of us more obviously
free VR concert of hers on PlayStation VR you can get to.
Whoa.
Yeah. there you go.
Okay, let's do that. Let's
and of course, Kingdom Hearts 3 available now.
Yes. I'm going to say nothing about Kingdom Hearts because I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts, but I feel like I've finally, after 35 years on this earth, I've finally reached the point where I don't necessarily need to shit on the popular thing that I don't like. I can just say, awesome. If you like it, go enjoy it.
Well, yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I think. However, it's still fun to joke about.
Oh, it is.
I think even the people who liked it have been having fun joking about the crazy bullshit. So.
Yeah. Somebody pointed out on Twitter recently that if you go to the Wikipedia entry for Kingdom Hearts 3, the first line is literally, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 8th installment in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I guess, of course it is.
Well, technically.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. We've been over why it's not for me. It feels like pure fan fiction because it basically is. What if Squall and Goofy were friends? I don't give a fuck.
I mean, if it was a regular ass RPG, it would be more digestible, I think, to most of us.
If it were turn-based, I would have given it a second try.
Exactly. But they made it into this weird action RPG.
Yeah, yeah.
Square's not so great with the action games.
No.
Except for, like, Brave Fencer Musashi.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But again, PS1, that was back in the day. Oh, I hope you have that on your PS1 Mini.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, can I go over to your house? Can I go to your house?
Well, I could. I mean, you can also just buy one, and I'll show you how to set it up.
Shut up.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yes,
yeah,
you can come over. God.
So wait.
I also have the real thing, by the way.
Run that. Get out.
Yeah.
Run that down real quick for me. The Japanese PS1 Mini is the only good one.
Well, it's all relative.
Okay, well, how so?
I mean, the game selection is somewhat better, and they do.
I'm talking about emulation.
No, yeah, you're right, because they're all by default Japanese. They all run in NTSC, and the emulator runs them in NTSC.
Right.
Which they did not do. They did not set the little flag in the emulator for the Western version to just force NTSC. So the stupid decision of grabbing European games really bit them in the ass because the European games don't run quite as smooth.
Awesome.
However, it's been very easily cracked, and you can run an alternate emulator on it now. And
good.
Everything looks and plays better. So. And you can put any goddamn game you want on it, basically.
So because I remember adding games to the mini Nintendos was super easy. Is it just the same process with the PS1 Mini?
It's similar. It may not be as easy. I mean, they just reached a big milestone where it is easier than where it was before. So where it has more of a GUI system now, and you can
gross
better. So it is better than it is, and it's improving every day.
All right, fun.
Maybe not as easy as the Nintendos, but yeah, it's they're trying to match it.
That's neat. Okay. Well, speaking of PlayStation, Ray, I heard you're playing a game called Resident Bio Evil Hazard the Second.
Oh, you mean
the new version of a game called Resident Evil?
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I played a little bit.
All right, how is it?
I've had, I've been preoccupied, so I haven't played it that much. I know some people have finished it 3 times already. You know how it goes.
Oh, but, yeah. My dude Tom just unlocked Tofu.
Okay, well he's
been busy.
He's insane by default, and we know this. So
I would like to point out is a literal soy boy.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to ask, but okay. Yeah, I mean he loves those Souls games too, right? So he's
That's
just
true.
plowing through those.
He's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I hate people like that.
Hey,
what? Huh?
Be nice to Tom.
Who?
Tim.
Alex is here. Alex, give me your last name. Pronounce it for me.
It's Fry Oil.
Okay.
Yeah. I've myself not played RE2, but I have watched Tom and Rachel stream it for a couple of Saturdays.
Yeah, no, it's I have to ask, Alex, and this is just a humorous observation. I'm not judging you as a person or anything.
What's up?
But I have to ask, is most of your consuming of modern games or up-to-date games these days coming from watching people play that at the bar?
Yes.
Except for, I guess, Final Fantasy XIV.
Check it out. Not even new games, but games that I missed and wanted to play. Like, there's games that I've wanted to play for years.
Have you heard of this Jak and Daxter?
It's so good. Check it out. One guy is a human and the other... Wait, is that...
No, they're not.
Clank.
Neither of them.
It's called Jak and Clank.
No, they're...
Clank and Jackster. Check it out. No, but like I've wanted to play the original Nier and Nier Automata.
Okay, yeah.
I have those games. I have no reason not to play them. They're at the bar. Why don't I play them?
I'm the same in that boat, actually.
I've heard a lot of people have said I would like the game Lost Odyssey on the 360. I want to play that. I have it. Why don't I play it?
Yeah.
I'm not a smart person.
You don't have an Xbox One, though. I mean, the
No.
ONE, yeah.
No.
I would play it on that, actually, because it runs better.
I'm not buying an Xbox
I'm
One
just
to play one game.
saying, if you ever run across one in your travels,
you know what? Hang on.
because you're not going to play it tomorrow anyway.
I don't have
I'm
to
just
take
saying,
this.
if you
Raymond.
well,
But yeah, this Resident Evil 2 seems really fun. I think I do want to play it eventually when I have time. But yeah, like you said, I am wrapped up in the FF14 right now.
and I'm wrapped up in, like I said, kit bashing on my retro consoles and shit, and failing at soldering, but also learning soldering. So it's like basically taken up a lot of my time working with old games, and then I do the exercise with some other game. So I haven't had time for it either. I played it for about an hour or two. Cool. Got 2 save points in, right? But I have to say it is good. They really flipped a lot of shit on its head, that's for sure. Even early on. And those zombies, man, they're relentless.
They are. They dog you.
Am I right?
Yes.
Now it's like,
I was
now they actually are relentless. It's like, like where the original games, the first 3, let's say, didn't kind of like held back on like, okay, you killed the zombie, it's dead now. Or, excuse me, in like now, in like a remake of RE2, it's like, or are they? And it's not even quite like a Crimson Head thing from the RE1 remake.
Oh, right.
Like, they don't come back super powered, they just kind of come back sometimes. It's just like, well, shit. Yeah. I didn't plan for this.
Because I remember in the first 3 games, that was always the test of how you know a zombie's dead, is you just turn away and you raise your gun, and if you auto-aim at it, guess what? Yeah. It's still alive.
And if it bleeds on the floor, it's definitely dead.
And if it bleeds, it breeds, is what I've heard. No? Was that?
Let's not talk about that.
All right.
That's gross.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, the game seems fun. I don't know if we're going to talk about the things that they've changed, if those count as spoilers for folks.
Well, again, I don't know even that much about it. I've been fairly in the dark. I just mostly played it.
I just know the big one.
The first hour or two.
I just know the big one, that there's a thing that you see in the A game that usually was reserved for the B game.
Oh, well, I probably wouldn't even know what you're talking about, because even though I have played RE2 originally, my memory is very foggy.
What?
Did you know? You remember this? You hear about this, Kev? I originally bought and played through RE2 originally on N64 when it was like $15 at Toys R Us in like 2003.
What?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So I know it the best from the N64 version.
That's 5 years after it came out.
Yeah.
On the PS1. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
I remember I was so into RE2. The first time I beat it and that CG ending rolled, I called my mom into the room to see how cool it looked. Similarly, I
you were
called
the ripe old age of 22.
This was last week, actually.
Yeah.
Similarly, I called my grandmother into the room when I was 10 or 11 to show her the ending of Super Mario World.
Well, that one was great.
The reaction from both women was about the same. It's just, wow, that's really nice, sweetie.
Yeah. But Mario World was a spectacular ending.
Oh, yeah, and I love that.
They pulled that one. They pulled it off?
They did.
Yeah, I've never felt... Okay, sorry. But side note, I've never felt more triumphant or celebratory than when I beat Super Mario World. And that fucking credit roll and that music. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. And then do it again with the 96 exits.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
Right? That was the moment for me where it's like, oh, I really earned this.
Yeah. Anyway, not a lot to say about RE2.
No. It's pretty good, though. I like the fact that they're using the RE7 engine to do remakes like this, because as much as I liked RE7, I was kind of disappointed by it because, A, I'm not a huge fan of first-person stuff, and B, as far as I remember, every enemy in that game is just some kind of a tree monster.
Yeah.
I just remember a bunch of monsters made of tree roots, and it was boring. I like the fact that we've got zombies again, and it looks really good. I like watching people play it.
It's a bit goopy.
It's
It's
very
a bit
goopy.
goopy.
That's the other thing. I ended up buying the censored Japanese version. Sorry, the uncensored Japanese version, which is also censored.
Oh, yes.
So as far as I know, there are 3 releases of this game. There's the completely uncensored and gory Western release.
Right.
And then there's 2 Japanese releases, one of which is heavily censored and one of which is just lightly censored.
That I didn't know. So
Yeah.
do they have different ratings?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that I have is the Z rating.
So there's what? There's a D and a Z?
I'm guessing the other one is D, yeah.
Yeah.
So my buddy Tom bought the Z rating thinking that it was the same as the Western uncensored release. And
dear.
Because he played the Western demo, which included a dude getting cut in half and a decapitation, and then he fires up the Z version, the Z release of the Japanese version, and guy seemingly gets cut in half and then is immediately fine, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I just bought it off him, and then I guess he's going to download it from the shop.
Well, the same thing happened with the Fist of the North Star game because there are geysers of blood that shoot out.
Some geysers are coming.
Geysers from guys. That's right.
Yeah, but like Fist of the North
Which
Star
are apparently just completely like covered up in the Japan version, which is funny because of course this is the source material is very Japanese. And
yeah.
it's from a
Well,
manga.
same with Biohazard. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thank you. But no, this is all
Made
from
in
that.
Nihon.
For folks who are unfamiliar, Japan is very, very strict when it comes to images of decapitation because of an incident in '95, I think, where a school child cut off a classmate's head and then stuck it on the school fence. And apparently that means none of us can enjoy decaps anymore. And like ordinarily, see, the thing is, ordinarily I don't care about gore. I don't like gore. I can't even look at the new Mortal Kombat games. They gross me out so much.
Yeah, those are dumb.
So, like, I don't mind the fact that I don't get to see this guy get cut in half in RE2. What I do mind is the zombie decaps, because that was always the most satisfying thing about the game, is when a bullet gets a critical, or you aim that shotgun up at their head, and it's just boom, it's gone. That was satisfying. It was an instantaneous way to know this enemy is done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now it's just what?
Do you like a zombie decap?
Yes.
Macchiato? Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you gotta like in the Japanese version, like if a bullet would have decapped a zombie, instead it just like leaves a black mark on their face,
A mark of shame.
a mark of shame, and then they have to do the shamble of shame all the way home.
Great.
Yeah. Well, that's fun, folks. Go play that. Go play Shinji Mikami's Aladdin.
We know the greatest example of that kind of censorship, reverse censorship.
What's that?
In the game Decap Attack.
Oh, what is that a game?
Yeah, for Genesis.
Oh,
Remember?
I don't know that. I don't know that game.
Okay, well, it was actually a complete reskin of a Japanese game where that was called like Magical Hat Daiboken or something, which was totally cutesy anime styled, but then they reskinned it as like cartoonish monsters and stuff for America, and it became Decap Attack, where you're a mummy guy who, slings his head forward.
What? Why?
Because it's Decap Attack.
All right. I keep thinking you're going to say decathlon. And I know that's not it.
No, it's different.
Okay.
That's a different Sega classic.
Yeah. What if we combine the two and make decathlon?
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
workshop it.
Unnecessary.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm a game developer now. Don't let anybody else steal these golden ideas.
Jesus Christ. Excuse me, Your Majesty.
I'm just saying, it's a very sensitive realm out there. I could be, some Chinese guy could rip off this idea and have it on the iOS store
All
tomorrow.
right, let's put your fucking head up on Mount Playamore with Shigeru Miyamoto and Shinji Mikami and Hideo Kojima.
After our discussion, I don't like you using the phrase to use my head or put my head on things.
No, I don't mean literally decapitate you. I mean, we can if you want. If you want to have the operation, I know a guy. I'm saying we should memorialize you. We should put a giant sculpture of your big dumb face on a mountain.
I can't believe you never heard of Decapitac.
I know,
it's like one of the. That was like a sleeper hit for the Genesis.
Okay.
The hero's name is Chuck D. Head.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, it's no Ash Ketchum, but it's close.
He's sent to defeat Max Decap.
All right, I'm
Come
done.
Come on, you gotta play it.
I am completely finished faking interest in this game.
Oh well, it's more interesting than Kingdom Hearts. Come on.
That I do believe. Yeah. Why don't you stream it one day?
All right, fine.
All right.
I'm sorry. I have to say, I wish you and I could stream things together.
I know, it'd be great. Maybe we can. I don't know. Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing.
You got this fucking bar, store, whatever. I mean, I can't even get my foot in the door, basically.
Maybe that's a good game for me to make is Bar Story.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I did have an idea for a game called Alex Atsume, where it's just you collecting different Alexes.
Oh, I see.
Alex, yeah. I'm Alex.
So,
I'm Alex. Alex.
Yeah, thank you. That's all of them. Because I know a lot of them myself. I'm sure there's a few famous ones as well, so we could get them all in there.
I see.
I love Giuseppe.
Check it out. You got Graham Bell. You got fuck, I'm drawing a blank here. You got O. Smith. Is that it?
That's a pretty deep cut from the other one.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Resident Evil 2, pick it up today.
All right.
I have also been getting real deep into FF14, as you know.
Again.
Yeah, I know. Oh, but it's fun, though.
I kind of have it now for free. Well, okay. I've owned the game to some degree, but they just put up the newest version on Twitch Prime, so like you can get like I guess it's like a trial or something. Anyway, you get some sort of access to FF14 now for free-ish. So you can install it again. I'm just saying.
So play it with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you're on Sargatanas server. That goes for anybody listening. If anybody's playing, if you're on a Sargatanas server, let's hang out together. Even if you're not, we have a cross-world link show going. We can hang out. We can do quests and raids and shit together.
That's Sargatanas just off the Beltline.
Thank you. Last year they introduced basically what is essentially FF11 Island.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. It's it functions mostly like FF11, where you lose experience when you die. It's hard. It's a level you have to work together.
Wow.
It's technically it's an instanced dungeon, just like the other dungeons, but it's not as strict. Like anybody can kind of come and go as they want. You can form up smaller parties when you're in there. It's a lot of it is based on camping notorious monsters, which there's something called
sounds like an FF MMO.
Well, in FF11, the point of notorious monsters was for rare item drops, and here it's for experience gain.
I see.
But it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm on the third island right now. The fourth one drops next week, I believe.
FF11 Island. Yeah, I just like the.
Yeah.
There is like an FF12 island, so to speak, too, right? There's an Evil East blah thing.
Oh, there's a raid. Yeah, there's 3 Evil East raids that are pretty good. I like those a lot, actually. The first one was ridiculously hard when it came out because I was playing it when it came out.
Yes.
And
now everyone's blown it open, right? So
yeah. And then the third one just came out recently, but I was unsubscribed for about a year, so I had to catch up on the second one. I mean, they're all great. The second one has a cool.
Believe you.
The second one has a cool boss that makes you do math on the fly.
Oh, doesn't sound cool to me.
It's basic ass math, but it's a robot boss.
2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4.
I can see why this is so popular. Yeah, it's fun. It's good content, and I think with the release of the next expansion this summer, they're doing a Nier Automata raid as well.
Oh, cool! Does everyone dress up in a thong?
Yes.
Nice.
Which reminds me, I just got an email from Square Enix today advertising the
Your thong is ready.
Some thongs are coming.
Jesus Christ!
Advertising
I shouldn't
this
lie with that.
FF14 Shadowbringers. That's the name of the expansion. Some limited edition with a whole bunch of bonus crap that I can use to decorate my room or the bar or whatever. I am lucky that this time around there's no way for me to mix up the name Shadowbringers when I'm talking to tech support like I did with Bloodstorm, a.k.a. Stormblood.
I don't know. I'd like to see you try.
What am I going to say? Bring Shadowers? You can't mess that up. It's Shadowbringers.
You know, Shalaka Browners.
Buy me Stormblood or go to hell. All right. That's my game talk for this week.
All right. Fantastic. I think I'm done too with that
Good.
part.
Cool. What a fun time we've had this year.
Yes, and we have so much more ahead of us.
That's right. Look at it. We got months to go.
Yeah, you know, I did mention all my hobbying stuff and I'm doing with the retro things, and it basically started around the holidays and bled into now, and it's essentially kept me from doing like actual work on my game development project.
Oh.
So while I am having fun with the soldering, I'm not having so much fun feeling bad about myself for not being productive. So,
well,
I'm slowly getting back into it. But yeah,
I think I think if you're like me, it's like give an endeavor a couple months, and once you get it out of your system, you'll tackle your other shit with reckless abandon.
I am expecting that to happen. We'll just have to see.
We shall see.
Anyway, speaking about the rest of this year, it's time to save the date.
That's right.
I got some mail from your mom, which is a new experience. And I opened it up, and there was a card with you and Ruri on it, and it's like,
that's right.
Time to celebrate this bitch.
I don't
marriage. I mean,
thank you. I'm not a fan of that photo, but she needed one for the card, and I just pulled that out of my phone.
Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there.
I'm on no sleep in that photo because I just worked an all-night shift on a Saturday night, and we had a date to go to an onsen on a Sunday, so I left the bar and went directly to the coast on no sleep. So fortunately, I think I'm wearing sunglasses in that picture, but if I take them off, you would just be staring into two vacant sockets of death.
I see. Well, your eyes are already kind of dark. So
that's true. I got that raccoon shit going on.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're getting hitched finally. I mean, technically we're married on paper. That's why my mom insists on referring to this as a vow renewal. I just did air quotes.
True.
But yeah, it's basically a wedding. We're holding that in Pittsburgh in August. Raymond here is invited. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's what I was going to bring this up earlier when you were complaining that we don't stream together. Maybe we can stream in August sometime. We can find a little time.
Yeah, I was going to intend to talk with you off mic about this.
Well, let's talk on mic.
But yeah, this should be a momentous occasion.
Yes, check it out.
I've met you in person a few times.
Yes,
as underwhelming as that was, but
we get to meet the whole clan now.
Yeah, including your original friends.
That's yes, my OG friends.
Yeah.
Matt and Barry are going to be there. Some Nomo Gold subscribers going to be there. Chuck Shell's going to be there. Mike Watson's going to be there. I was trying to get in touch with Fritz, but I think he's like gone dark. I can't find him anymore because he was based in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
and I wanted to invite him as well, but I don't know. But yeah, it should be a good time. We're doing it over 2 days. We're going on a boat. I told people I was getting hitched on a boat, and I was mistaken. What's actually happening is we're doing like a get together on a boat. Because as you know, Pittsburgh is a city rich with rivers, rivers and bridges. That's what we're all about. So we're gonna hang out on a boat, just have a nice dinner.
Like a regular Venice.
Right. Yes. And then the actual ceremony is going to be the next day somewhere. I don't know. My mom's planning it. Yeah.
Yeah, just let her handle all that.
The event in Japan is going to be held at Nowhere at Never.
Oh, okay. So I'm not invited.
We're probably not going to do one here. I mean, you remember when I went off about that place that wanted, fucking $50,000 for a wedding ceremony.
But I said there are other ways to go about it.
That's true. We're thinking about just renting out an affordable gathering place and just having a party. That would be fine.
Well, yeah. Your prerogative.
Yeah. I mean, if you want an excuse to come over here, that's a fine excuse.
Well, I have my own excuse. It's not really...
Oh, I see how it is. Well, now you're uninvited.
Well,
I got it. Come over and let's stream the uninvited on the NES.
I have my own romantic reasons to go to Japan.
What? What could possibly... Oh. All right, I get it. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
It will be fun.
Yes.
We could... you know what? It's a dumb idea.
What's up?
And I don't want to promise anything.
What?
But we could record something.
Oh, of course we're going to.
Oh, okay. Well...
Yes.
Now it's out of the bag.
And we're gonna have Charles and Mike there at the same time, and Matt and Brad.
Whoa, I don't have to talk to him, do I? Hey, I'm
These
just
are all people who have been on the show before.
I'm a high class celebrity. I shouldn't.
You are.
Have to talk to. I'm just kidding.
It'll be fun. It's gonna be.
It's fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've been to the Pittsburgh area for Retronauts, and
that's right.
There, so yeah. So
it's neat. It's neat.
Yeah.
And it'll be summer, so we're not going to have to deal with the polar vortex that is currently encasing most of America.
It'll be my Nazi Yatsumi in Pittsburgh.
Yes, Reino Nazi Yatsumi.
That was the sequel they didn't greenlight.
Oh no. Oh man, it would be interesting to watch Ayabe make like an American adaptation of Bokunatsu. I guess
they did have a good idea for a battery throwing minigame.
What? No.
Is that Philly? That's Philly.
Yeah, or San Francisco. From what I've heard from Jesse Thorne's testimonies.
Oh, you don't need to listen to him.
Okay.
Throw Natty. I remember. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Deep cut.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, a lot of the Boku no Natsuyasumi series is comes from his memories and his experiences. So it would be harder for him to do one based in America. Yeah. But if he collaborated with a Western developer, I think that would be really fun.
Well, that's pretty good. It sounded like you read that issue of that magazine.
Oh, of course I did. Oh yeah, they'd call it my dope ass summer vacation.
Right, Fresh Games.
Thank you, Fresh Games.
Yeah, that's another.
Oh, man. Is that still around? No, that can't possibly
Absolutely
be
not. Are you kidding me?
I don't even know why I said that.
Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, it was from Eidos, who got bought by Square Enix. You think they're going to...
That's right, yeah. That? Was it them who published... was it Mr. Mosquito?
It was Mr. Mosquito.
And the one where you're a conductor. What's the one where you're a conductor?
Mad Maestro.
Mad Maestro, that's it.
And Swingers Golf.
What? I don't even remember Swingers. I'm
guaranteed it was just a Hot Shots Golf ripoff. Yeah.
Swingers was spelled with a Z, I take it?
Yeah. And R-Type Final, which was the really only AAA one in that whole bunch. And then... No, I think that might have been it.
God damn. Well,
that was a fun little moment. Legaia 2, I remember, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
License plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror.
Yeah, that was a fun little moment in game releases. And,
folks, look up Fresh Games. It's a cute little read.
Yeah, and so we did make a joke Photoshop where we would release Boku no Natsuyasumi 2 on PS2 and just rename it My Dope Ass Summer Vacation because all these other games are so extreme. Yeah.
Oh, there's still time. Oh, did you hear this news that the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with everything?
I've heard, something like that. Yeah.
I heard some patent.
Yeah, so there was a patent like a year ago or so about like some advanced like texture remastering or re-resing sort of thing, and now there's like a newer one that's more specific about like emulation and interpretation, CPU interpretation that would like. I guess more efficiently be able to mimic an old system. Blah blah blah. I sound like what I'm talking about. Yeah. I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I sound like what I'm talking about. Ray Barnhole 2019.
Please do not absolutely isolate that in any manner.
It's going to be a drop. Don't isolate that. Oh, you've already done that.
Don't isolate.
All right.
Alex.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I like the simplicity and the convenience of backwards compatibility.
It's all up in the air. Yeah. I think it could be a response to Microsoft, who had done, kind of gone out of their way to make things backwards compatible in the last couple of years.
Good.
Yeah, because now you can play a pretty decent chunk of 360 games, including Lost Odyssey, which you really should play, Alex.
I know.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get better next time.
I was remarking, because was Lost Odyssey also developed by Square?
No, it was developed by Mistwalker.
Oh, that's right, Mistwalker. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was talking to my friend Sebastian was playing Lost Odyssey, and I think I asked him the same question, and he looked it up. He said, "Oh, yeah, it's Mistwalker," and that was Sakaguchi's old joint, wasn't it?
That was. Well, they're still around in some degree. Okay.
Because looking at it, it looks a lot like it has a big FF10 vibe to it, like stylistically and mechanically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm looking at the environments and the characters and even the mini map in the corner, and I'm like, this looks like FF10, and I'm like, it feels like at Sakaguchi's goodbye party, he tells a joke and everyone laughs, and while everyone's distracted, he picks up a PC full of assets and just runs for the elevator and it just takes it down to the Mistwalker offices because it looks so Square.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think almost all of their games are like that.
But I mean that in a good way. I want to play it.
It's a good game. They pulled it off mostly.
Good.
Blue Dragon is also good.
That's right.
Now people love to say it's just like Dragon Quest. It's not. It actually plays like a Final Fantasy. It just has Toriyama art.
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy with Toriyama art. It doesn't play like a Dragon Quest.
It's also got a lot of Uematsu butt rock, which I'm not a big fan of.
Well, like the one battle theme.
Really?
Yeah.
Then apparently
it's not that bad.
Maybe what happened is I heard that one theme and I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. Don't judge a book by its one track.
Well, guess what? I still have Blue Dragon, so maybe I should play that too.
That's actually one you should play on Xbox One because they smoothed out all the frame rate problems and stuff because it had bad slowdown on the original system. So.
All right. What about Blue Dragon 2 Legend of Curly's Gold on the DS? Is that a good one?
No,
okay.
Don't play any of those. Do not play Blue Dragon Plus. Do not play, Heroes of Mana. Do not play FF12 Revenant Wings. They're all the same shitty RTS engine. And they're just all miserable games.
I'm out.
Not fit for the DS at all.
Okay.
You should play The Last Story, which is the other Mistwalker game for Wii.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about that as well.
Yeah, that's not like any of Sakaguchi's other games. It is a pretty innovative RPG.
Fun.
It's pretty slick looking. It has nice gameplay, The end.
Okay. Well, good luck to him. You said he's still at Mistwalker?
Yeah, they make the Terra Battle games.
Okay.
It's a mobile game. Yeah.
Okay. I think, when I went to the Dragon Quest Museum in Tokyo, I went with my friend Jen, who at the time I think was working at Mistwalker, and she said she was working on a mobile thing. So I guess that's what it was.
Yep, it's a couple of those now.
Fun.
Yep.
Well, all right then. That's good. That's game talk. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I have anything else. You want to close this out?
You know what?
What?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well,
record scratch.
Yeah. You wanna clear it out? The problem is that I did not write nicknames or a gold subscribers line, so why don't you just talk for like 6 minutes while I dash one out?
Okay, I think I can do that. All right, so
I mean, you can end the show if you want. I'm just saying.
No, I'm going to give you time to come up with something creative, and I'll keep the audience entertained. So
no guarantees.
Here's what I like about Final Fantasy XIV and a lot of the new content. Since I quit the game and came back, they've updated the glamour system, which lets you assign clothings to yourself that may not represent what's actually on your character. But there's a lot of customization. You can take things and put them in a special glamour armoire in your room and make outfits. And I've never enjoyed dressing up so much. It's kind of a big contrast to DQ11, which, and I wish Dragon Quest would do this more often, which is show my equipped armor on my character. Like, even when DQ11 did it, you had to have both parts of it. You got to have the top and the bottom. Why? Why, though? Why, like, DQ9 did it. DQ, everything you equipped showed up on your character. Why did they stop at 9?
I think I got something now if you want to...
Wow. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's close it out.
Okay, well, let's see if I remember it. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening to the show. You can go to our website, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com. Apparently something happened to Tumblr while we were, like, not recording.
Yeah. Apparently, around 85% of our posts have been deleted.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So that's a relief. Yeah, you can go there and give us money. I guess we never really talked, despite our argument about it on microphone about doing a Patreon type thing.
That's true.
But then Patreon,
I said I had to leave to get ready for work, and then we just never talked for a month and a half.
Yeah. But then something happened to Patreon, like they're being weird again. So
this I haven't heard about.
I don't know. I think there was some investor call or something where
jeez,
they were being kind of saying shit that made people feel uneasy about the future of it or something.
Jeez.
But there are other sites and platforms for this kind of.
All right, what's the coffee based one?
KO-FI.
There we go.
Ko-Fi. Coffee? Yeah, who the fuck knows? There's those.
Hang on. I need your Ko-Fi password, by the way, though, because I have to download some Netflix shows. Sorry.
Thanks. Either way, you can at least go to the Tumblr page and give us money that way for now. And we're on social media on Facebook, No More Whoppers, and Twitter is No More Whoppers. We're on Twitter personally, which is far more active than those other ones. Alex, what are you on Twitter?
Hi, I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. You can also follow the bar at Critical Hit Nag. And I do a fun collection of out-of-context things I hear at the bar, which is at OOCCHQ.
Let me ask you something. Do you also accidentally call it a bar in Japanese now? Even though legally speaking, it is a store.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty honest with customers, both Japanese and non-Japanese, when they come.
Well,
what if you have like what's up.
What if you have a secret shopper from the ACCS and they're like trying to bust you?
Then
you're fucked.
Then I'm fucked.
Yeah, play that drop, or try to.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me look it up while you're talking.
Talking about, wanting to get a drop and stuff. Yeah, the ACCS, fuck them.
You're fucked!
And,
There we go. Here's another message for the ACCS.
Fuck you! You're dumb! You're dumb! You're dumb!
I'm on Twitter as RDBAAA, and my venture is Bipedal Dog at Bipedal Dog. Also download the game Blast Rush on your phone.
Do that. Do what he said.
Yeah, that's about it. What else? Oh, if you go to our website as well, you can buy a shirt. That's another way to give us money.
Yeah.
Because, of course, this week I got the tax slip for Spreadshirt. So now I have to pay the taxes on whatever they paid me. Yeah.
Awesome.
It shouldn't be a lot, but
yeah.
But because of that, it is legally speaking my third business, which is like,
oh my God,
podcast recording / merchandise sales is how I described it. And I don't need to say this. I don't want people looking at my tax returns. What am I doing?
You're not up for the presidency.
Well, not yet.
Even then, guess what? It doesn't seem to matter.
President of hitting that ass. I don't have that drop anymore. I just have to laugh.
What's that from again?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's right. Oh, wow. Bring that back, please. Oh, so good.
All I got is the laughing from Leon, I believe. Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, I think we need to start designing a third shirt. We got to put some new spice in there.
Okay, how about a Spice shirt?
Yeah, okay. Just a picture of Spice.
Yeah.
It's just my face on Spice. It says Alex Spiceoli.
We take this as a callback to way at the beginning of this episode. We could just have a picture of weed or whatever.
It's just a big old pot leaf.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's guaranteed to sell.
Yes, it is.
Oh, speaking of retro stuff, I was looking at eBay. Wait, I want to get this out.
Mine's weed related.
Mine too, dumbass.
Okay.
I was looking. Someone had a PS3 and it had like a skin of like a giant weed leaf, but also like a scantily-clad woman next to it. And this was like their whole sticker skin on their PS3. I thought that was funny. Thought they would bother selling that.
Oh, well, I mean, it takes all kinds. Yeah. I thought it would be great to see a T-shirt in it, because I mean, weed is more or less legal in a lot of places now. So I think it'd be nice to see a T-shirt that did have a big pot leaf on it that said "legalize it" up top, and on the bottom just says "Oh."
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Okay, good. I'll still, yeah. I think it's our good buddy John Riccardi has an ongoing wager with somebody that Japan will legalize weed before. I think the year is 2038 is what they're saying.
Okay.
I still think it's not going to be any time before the year 2400. So it's going to be a while.
All right. Well, at least your ancestors, your forward ancestors, what would that? Your descendants. Your descendants. Hold on. Hey, I had 6 hours of sleep.
All right.
At least your descendants will be in Starfleet Academy by then. And
that's true. Yes. It will be called Starweed Academy.
Too boldly toke. God, I'm so funny. They should make a shirt of that.
Yes. I would buy a shirt with your face that says, "God, I'm so funny."
We'll workshop that as well. Okay. Well,
I think my new definition of workshopping is balling things up and throwing them in the garbage can.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
What did you mean?
Nothing.
What do you think I meant? All right. Well, this has been a fun episode. See you, I guess, around Easter. Alex, though, really, thanks for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show for an exciting, swear-filled evening making giant perler bead portraits of ourselves. No, go ahead.
No. Okay, let's clap. 3, 2... Wait, it started from 5, right? It's been so long. Okay.
Why not? It's 2019. Let's speed this up.
All right, let's compromise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, good clapping.